This is New Orleans, the Crescent City, queen of the South. She's a busy city, her port ranking second only to New York in dollar value, moved in and out. Her fishing industry is a multi-million-dollar operation. Of all the products of the sea, shrimp bring the biggest payoff, usually. A lot of fishermen make a lot of money out of shrimp. Some try to even make more by dealing in a more precious cargo, human lives. My name is Jagger, Don Jagger, Deputy Chief of Operations, United States Border Patrol.
United States Border Patrol. Starring Richard Webb. The United States Border Patrol is the only federal law enforcement body whose operations include the air, the sea, and the land along the four borders of our country, whose men are the best trained in the world, and whose primary mission is to secure the borders against all persons and things illegal.
Attention passengers, Flight 802 for Richmond, Washington, and New York. Your flight is boarding at Gate 7 on the North Concourse.
Excuse me. United States Border Patrol.
See?
Can I see some identification? No, something else, please. A passport?
Passport? We have no passport. We are Americans.
I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to come with us. Please? Glad Washington could spare you for a few days.
Nice to see you again, Ed. What's this, two more?
Mm-hmm. Both from countries in Latin America. We only had 2 all last year, and we've had half a dozen this month alone. Your name, please?
Señora de la Fuente.
And this is your daughter?
Sí, Josefina.
Place of origin? I mean, where were you born? How did you get to New Orleans? All right, matron. All right, ladies, you can go with the matron. Roberts, have a matron follow the 2 ladies who just left my office. Yeah, we may be able to get something on them. See what I mean? Name, nothing more. Not even the old serial number.
Well, they were frightened, scared to death. Were the others like this?
Mm-hmm. I suppose it's natural, strangers in a strange country, afraid of the unknown.
No, it goes a little deeper than that. How far have your investigations taken you, Al?
It's a safe bet they're traveling by ship. Part of the way.
Into the Gulf and then the rest of the way by small craft.
That's the theory I've been working on. But the time lapse between ships arriving here in port from South America and the time we pick up the aliens, just too long.
Well, could they be dropped off on an island in the Gulf and then picked up by a small boat a few days later?
I've even looked into that. The Isla de Maria here would be an ideal spot for a pickup station. There's a character there with a bait store and fuel pumps. Time and again, I've tried to hook him up with one of the shrimp boat captains. No luck.
Any objections if I take a look?
None at all. I just hate to see you waste your time.
Well, let's try it.
That will be $10 for gas and refreshments. Good luck fishing. are you doing up here? Get back where you were. Get back where you were.
My wife, my daughter, they are safe.
Monsieur de la Fuente, your wife and your daughter are safe. You are safe. And I am safe from any stories they might tell, so long as you are with me.
And please, when may I see them?
When I am satisfied that they have had time to leave New Orleans, and when I have another shipment to make. Quickly now. Down there. Inspector Moore, what are you looking for this time? Steal the mysterious aliens?
No, just a social call their own. I wanted Mr. Jagger from our Washington office to see some of our local color.
Yeah, but of course.
It's a good lure, Laurent. It's real hot. And this is very good imported leaf. I admire your taste.
Ah, my customers have expensive taste. Perhaps you saw the boat leave in as you arrived?
We saw a boat leave, yes.
Expensive taste they have. But they are willing to pay for my service.
Laurent, I'd like to have a pack of those cigarillos.
Oh, monsieur, we are all out.
Okay, just a pack of regular cigarettes. Thank you.
We'll be seeing you, Laurent.
Freighter doing the Gulf from Latin America?
Tonight?
Well, then tonight and every night for the next 10 nights, we'll start patrolling between Isla de Moray and the mainland.
Right.
Well, but the young one, he stays with me. I will use your protection.
All right, let's get a move on. The moon ain't gonna wait on you.
I'm afraid you're not going to have any more luck than I've had, Don.
How long did you say it was between a freighter docking in port and the appearance of an alien?
6 days.
Well, it's only been 5 days since we paid our call to Isla de Moray. Besides, we've got a late moon rising tonight.
All right, come on then. Come on, come on. Now, listen. I'm going to be towing you in behind in a raft for a while. When I get in close to shore, I'll cast you loose. You row on in, just like I explained it to you. You understand? Now, when you get to shore, puncture this raft and shove it back out the drink. Tide will carry it out to sea.
When we land, sir, in which direction do we go to the city?
There'll be no problem there. There's a road right by where you land. You can only go one way. This, Laurent gave you American money, right?
Si.
All right. Now, you take the first bus that comes along, it'll take you right into New Orleans.
Gracias, Capitan.
All right, everybody, over the side. You find the oars right there in the boat. That's it. Now, I'm going to let you drift back a little way so you won't get caught in the screws, see? Off you go. All right, let's go.
something over there?
Yeah, over towards shore. That's it for sure, Skipper.
Yeah, it sounded like a call for help.
Getting in tonight, aren't you, Captain?
A little engine trouble, Inspector.
Any passengers aboard?
Just me and the crew. Here to have a look?
All right, move along, Sullivan. You better make a clean sweep of the area.
Whether we find anything or not, I'm convinced there goes our answer.
But how to prove it?
We will. Next time we'll get him and Laron.
Yes, Captain. Anything else? Thanks for calling. Captain made a search of the entire area again this morning.
What did he find?
An empty life raft. Nothing more. Come in, please. Won't you sit down, please, ladies?
Now, what I'm going to tell you, ladies, isn't going to be very pleasant. But first, let me review all of your activities before arriving in New Orleans. You sailed from Paramaribo aboard the freighter Marine Star on the 4th of last month. 2 weeks ago, you were in the Gulf of Mexico, just off the Louisiana coast, hoping to get into the United States without any regard for our immigration restrictions. While the ship was awaiting berthing clearance one night, one or more of the crew put you over the side into a small boat that was waiting. The boat took you to a small island where you and Senor De La Fuente went ashore and were hidden for several days. Then another boat, a larger one, came to the island and you boarded it, leaving Senor De La Fuente behind. Now, you needn't confirm it, but I want to point out to you that you cannot protect Senor De La Fuente by your silence. Inspector Moore will tell you why.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Senor, but I'm afraid your husband's dead. You and your daughter and whoever accompanied you came safely ashore on a life raft. Senor De La Fuente and his fellow passengers weren't so lucky last night. When our patrol craft was discovered approaching, they were cut adrift in rough water. The raft was swamped or overturned.
No llores, mi vida, no es cierto. How do you know this?
We were on the scene, but not close enough to interfere. One of our patrol boats made a thorough search of the area again this morning. All they found was an empty raft.
What you say is true.
The boats, the island. Poor Luis. We wanted to come so much to the United States. Too much we wanted to come. Ask her questions. I will speak now.
Roberts, will you come in and take a statement, please? I shouldn't be more than an hour with the harbor master.
Well, we'll want word on all the ships from Latin America and the Caribbean. Everything coming in for the next month.
You don't think we'd be better off just picking up Sullivan right now?
Where's our evidence? One life raft and the word of 2 aliens against his. We're going to nail Sullivan and Ron, but we're going to nail them good.
It'll be risky. You're moving on that boat too late again.
That's exactly the chance I'm going to try to eliminate right now.
Well, good luck, Don.
See you. When I left Sullivan, I headed for Fort Bailey, the local army post. There, I met the chief of staff and explained my problem. I needed a piece of Army equipment which was used in night skirmishes in Korea. The colonel assured me of his cooperation as soon as our headquarters in Washington and the Pentagon were cut in on the plan.
You're early tonight, Captain.
Want to get underway as soon as I can. The cargo ready?
Everything is ready. It's a pity this is our last shipment. Business has been so profitable.
Not the last shipment, mate. It's just the last one until the heat's off.
It was closed last time, no?
Yeah.
What if the patrol boat appears tonight?
Well, they didn't find any goods aboard the last time. I was fortunate enough to just cut them adrift. If that border boat shows up again, I'm not taking any chances. Come on, let's go. All right, who goes and who stays behind?
Captain, if this is to be the last shipment for a while, they must all go, no?
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, come on, shake a leg. Your transportation's waiting. Watch your step. All right, come on, this way. Come on, come on. Down below. Well, now, old friend Jacques, I'll be taking my cut.
But of course.
I've got 3 bodies aboard this time. This is only half of my dough.
What about my share for the final shipment? The money we were to collect when they were landed.
Well, you idiot, I told you I had to dunk them.
Before you collect it?
That's right.
You must take me for a real fool, Captain.
I don't take you for anything, Jacques. All I want is what belongs to me, fair and square.
And that is exactly what you are getting. Fair and square, not one sou more nor less.
All right, Jacques. You win.
The spot?
Near as I can figure. Off engines?
Right.
Riley, cut the engines.
We'll drift and listen for a while.
You hear something?
For a second, I thought I did.
I don't think I can stand much more than another night of this, Don. The way I figured it, Sullivan must have called the operation off.
No, I don't think he's that kind of a man, Al. He's too sure of himself.
All right, everybody, come on up. Now you're going over to the side, into the raft, see? Keep it quiet. Come on, come on. That's it, give it a little help. Now listen, I'm going to tow you on behind, see, for a while. Now when I cast you loose, you row on into shore, just like I told you. Comprende? There you go. You got nothing to worry about from here on in. You're bound to make the shore. All right, cast them off. Half speed ahead.
You hear that? Right over there. Don't turn the light on. We don't want to make that mistake again. They sound close enough now.
Now?
Now.
Ahoy, Carabao. You hear me, Sullivan? Heave to.
He's casting off the raft. Give him one more warning.
Hold it, Sullivan. Not another move.
He's sinking the raft. The next time you try coming into the United States, I suggest you try coming in legally. Men like this don't worry about lives like we border patrolmen do. When the going gets rough, he just throws you over the side. Okay, I'll take it in. Riley? You are probably wondering how we were able to stop Sullivan before he committed another murder on a pitch-black night. The attachment on this weapon, which was loaned to us by the United States Army, is called a sniper scope. It was designed principally for hitting a target in the dark. Now, this is made possible because of the infrared rays which are projected against a target, thereby enabling the marksman to see the target and yet not reveal his own position. This is what an image looks like through the sniper scope. Sullivan was tried for murder by the state of Louisiana, was found guilty, and is now serving a life sentence for that crime. He and his accomplices were also tried in United States District Court for smuggling aliens in violation of the Immigration and Naturalization Act. Each received a maximum sentence and a fine of $5,000 for conviction on the smuggling charges. The alien accomplices were ordered deported by a special inquiry officer of the Immigration and Naturalization Services, and the order of deportation will be executed upon completion of their present sentences. Be with me again next week for another exciting episode of United States Border Patrol.